Hi, Cathie Spalding. I am in Newburgh today going to show you a patio home. It's not a patio home. I'm going to show you about a 1,400 square foot home. Newer construction, 2 years, Jagoe-built. A lot of people have questions about these homes. I think they're very well built. It's a slab, but out here where they do a slab, it's a floating slab, so concrete can expand and contract. You don't have to dig up the floor if you have issues with your plumbing. Everything comes up through the walls. Everything here looks more like a farmhouse style. Let me show you here what the neighborhood looks like. Several subdivisions here, different levels, 2 stories, 1 stories. But here's the thing. My favorite feature in here, I'm going to show you at the end. And I'm curious what you think your favorite feature is and if you like the layout of this house. So again, Newburgh, Indiana. I'm curious to see if you like the favorite feature. Let's go in and take a look at this house. Okay, so when I'm looking at a house, a couple things I make sure we look at is the roof, the downspouts, because when we get rain, it rains a lot at once. It's really nice that we have a covered porch here, because if you have guests coming over and it is raining, then they're not standing out while you answer the door. Another great feature is when you have windows in your door, whether it's one or here, like a 4, they would call this a 4 light because there's 4 window panes in this door. So let's head on in. This has luxury vinyl. Taking a look at the floors. Has nice baseboards and a neutral paint. This has a wide foyer, which is nice because when you come in and you're taking off your shoes or you're greeting someone, you don't feel real cramped. It's also not dark. These are 6 panels or 5 panel doors. It's a little different look than just 2 big squares on a door. So I think it gives it a little different style, but very nice. On the right, as we come into the house, we have 2 bedrooms. This is a split bedroom floor plan. So what that means is the master is separate from the other bedrooms. And we're going to take a look at the 2 bedrooms here and the guest bath. So in our guest bath, we have a nice deep tub, a single vanity, a vent, and some nice dark bronze, black, almost black features. Then you come into the first room. These rooms are about equal size. One's a little more square than the other, but they're about 12 by 12. So easy to fit a queen size bed, 2 nightstands and a dresser. Very big windows, almost floor to just above the ceiling with faux wood blinds. That is a nice addition there. Let me show you the closet. These are nice sized closets. They're not just deep, but they're wide, and they have 2 shelves. You could also add a closet organizer here and be able to put quite a bit of things in these closets. Something I'll say here, we are very close to one of the major trail systems, Freedman Park, that also has playground equipment, a dog park, an amphitheater, lots of events, and then the trail connector system. Literally a couple blocks. So very nice to be out here. You can connect all the way into Newburgh downtown. This is the 2nd bedroom, bright pink, easy to paint. So the rest of the house is neutral, so it's not like you're going to have to do a lot of painting. This is again a similar size. You can get a queen size bed in here. You can get a nice bunk bed set in here. So lots of room. You can make an office out of this. Same size closet. These are also wired for your cable in all the rooms and have lots of plugs. So there's plenty of room in here to put clothes, toys, and all kinds of things. Okay, so we're gonna head down the hall. Oh, I didn't show you the linen closet. So you also have a linen closet storage here in this hallway. So as we go back towards the main entrance, this door here on the left is your laundry. Get the light on for you. So your washer, dryer, and it has a shelf above. You could easily add cabinets above if you wanted. And this is the door to the garage. I'll show you here. They've made this a exercise play area, insulated. I don't even feel much temperature difference, So that's a nice feature. There is a pull down attic, so you have storage above. Your furnace is out here. This right here is a whole house filter for allergies. Those get changed usually about once a year. And this here is a whole house water filter, same thing, generally about once a year, that's handy here. The water in Newburgh can be hard, so that's a nice feature. That's an on-demand water heater. So you can do dishes and take a shower at the same time and keep your hot water running. Sometimes these have a water spigot out here that you can wash your car, but I don't see one. Okay, we're gonna head back in. There's plenty of outlets out here as well. So if you have other things to plug in besides the freezer. As we go down the hall, you'll see we will come straight into the living room, which is open to the kitchen and dining. It's a very open floor plan. This living room has 3 beautiful windows out there. Do you know what my favorite thing is yet? Do you have a favorite thing? If you do, drop it in the comments. I want to know what you like so far about this house. This is one of my favorite floor plans. It's not too big, but my favorite feature is here. As you can see, you have a spot for a TV or entertainment center if you like there. Lots of ways you can arrange your furniture in here. I've seen people also put electric fireplaces there, where that TV is. But those 3 windows let in so much light, and with the front window, it keeps it nice and airy in here. You've got a nice island here in the kitchen that allows for 3 bar stools, and you have this pantry cabinet, which gives you plenty of room for all your necessities. They've upgraded here to the black stainless, fingerprintless appliances, which looks really sharp against these brown cabinets. And it looks great with this granite countertop. The tile backsplash here is also an upgrade, and that's pretty timeless, I think. The cabinets have the crown molding on the top. They're not staggered, but I think that crown molding is really sharp, and they're very tall, so you can get quite a few things in here. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves there. That's pretty great. And I was wondering if this microwave was convection. I don't see that, but very nice. So very nice appliances, nice deep sink. And then you have the dining area here, which is plenty big for a normal table of 4, expandable to 8 when you have company over. But a regular basis, it'd be a little tight walking around the sides, but you could definitely do it. Okay, before we go outside, let's go check out the master. There's something in here I do like, and this master I think is pretty great. And there is an adjustment I used to have my clients do when I helped them design and pick out their features for this floor plan. And I'll tell you a secret about it. I really thought it was a good idea. And then don't forget, we're going to get to my favorite thing. This master is pretty big. I don't know if you can tell. There's room for a king in here, a chest of drawers, a dresser, and a lounge chair. It's a nice size, very big. 2 tall windows again, so letting in your light. I'm going to come on the other side here. This particular model also, the master was soundproofed. So if you're a light sleeper, you're a shift worker, that really helps if the TV's on or you have people who get up at a different time. That's going to help you reduce that noise from the living room and kitchen. Some people don't like having everything right here because of that reason, but soundproofing solves that. Okay, here's the master. Nice dual sinks, builder mirror, and lights, neutral paint again. You've got your standard shower, which is great. You can upgrade to a tile shower with this builder, but this is a nice shower. The closet is fantastic. It is huge. So let me show you. You have all this space over here. You can do a his and hers. What you don't realize is right against that wall is the laundry. And what I have people do often is put a pocket door right there. And the reason for that is you don't have to walk around to the laundry. And having a pocket door there lets you come straight in. If you work in a factory or you're working outside and you want to drop your clothes and come in and take a shower, it allows you to do that. Or most of the time, the adults do the laundry, being able to just go straight through there without having to go through the house. Here's the other side. This is a big closet for a 1,400 square foot home. Very nice, which is a great feature. Most people want to have that big space there in their master because you spend a lot of time in your room. You need that space for storage and whatnot. Okay, we're gonna go head outside. I didn't show you this closet. There's a lot of storage in these homes. They're very well thought out. This is a deep closet, blankets, games, very well designed, I think. Okay, so my favorite feature, can you guess what it is yet? Yes, it has to do with the outside. It's this patio. And it's because it's designed as part of the home and you automatically have shade, which is really important here in Southwest Indiana. The other thing is it's super easy to screen that in. So automatically, as part of the home, without an additional cost, you have shade and you have a potential for a screened-in porch. All you add is a little actually, I think that comes with it, the extra patio. I'm pretty sure it does, if I remember right. So no extra cost. And a lot of times you want to spend your money elsewhere, but having shade here is huge because right today it's 100 degrees. And we've already had days over 105 with the heat index. And you just can't go outside unless you're in the shade and having that ceiling fan. And even in the evening, it's so humid. You're talking 90 degrees. Now, this is a little bit of a slope yard, you'll notice. There are things you can do to remedy that steep. You could put block foundation there and raise it up and level it out. But if you have kids, there's some flat space there for a trampoline. There's some flat space here for a trampoline if that's really important to you. So that's something to note. I would have to look like how far back the property goes so you know how much you're maintaining. Now there is some machinery back there, so you might get some noise from that during the day, just so you know. Other than that, it's really quiet and peaceful out here. That's why people like it. Yeah, I even hear a little small biplane. You might not hear it. So I think it's fantastic. You've got very durable siding. I don't know if you could tell the color, it's green. And I really like the light flow. So this is my favorite feature. I'm curious what you think, and if you think it's your favorite feature, or if you had something else. So drop a comment and let me know. We are probably 5 minutes from Castle High School, and that's 6-7 minutes to Walmart and shopping, and downtown Newburgh is probably 8 minutes. If you're going to Deaconess Hospital, a Gateway, and you're working there or you're just traveling there, again, probably 8 to 10 minutes at the most. So yeah, that's us in Newburgh, Indiana, Southwest Indiana. If you have questions about relocating here or what neighborhood to be in, follow us for more.